Thanks so much. Hi to everyone. So this is the second time for us being here. In the last year when we have been here, we got lots of questions like, hey, what the heck are you doing here as a mobility company, as an automotive company? And this is the story about, because we are probably neither fitting to the real blockchain world on one side, and on the other side also to the classical automotive business. Because our aim is to redefine the entire mobility experience. And while doing this, we are also using, not only, but also using the blockchain technology. And this is the first part of my presentation. And the second part is about our use cases, how we are going to do that, and last but not least, what is the next on our milestone. So let me first, with 2 slides, briefly introduce who we are and what we are doing and what we are striving for. The first thing is, first of all, we are a privately held company based in Turkey and have the ambition of developing a globally competitive mobility technology company. While doing this, we are getting our energy, we are getting energized by our heritage, and this heritage, as you may know, is being in the center of the East and the West. So the service mentality on one side, the welcoming culture on the other side, and the state-of-the-art of the technology, blending them together to a technology service company. So, and how do we do that? We do that while we are giving you a different experience while driving from A to B, and we call it as redefining the mobility experience. And this is basing on the needs of the users. We are always thinking of user value while we are doing something in our company. So if it adds value to the user, it's nice. If it is not adding value to the user, it's muda, it is waste. So, and we are doing this in 3 pillars in business sense. So the first pillar is the intelligent car, what we define as a smart device. The digital experience platform is the second one, and the last but not least is the clean energy solutions for us. So, and let me give you also slightly in the second slide the history of this company. So we are founded in 2018, in the mid of the 2018, and since then we are step by step building up all those 3 pillars. First of all, we have been launching end of March our mass production for the smart devices. We have introduced them into in our local market. We were doing this also via direct sales and pre-sales via an app. So the very first time in the entire world, 177,000 pre-sales have been done online. 82% of them being via an app, a mobile app, which we call them as True More. And this is the digital platform we are talking about. And within less than 3 months, we reached more than 1 million active users on this platform. So this is an asset, this is a value for us, where we believe we can add more for our users' positive experience. So, direct sales I already mentioned. The next thing what we are doing is we have already started the entire charging experience on one side, and on the other side also the clean energy storage solutions with our 2 companies. The very first one is named TrueGo, and the other one is Cyro, standing for Silk Road. So there you see also the name, from the name, that it has the ambition to go far beyond automotive, far beyond mobility, and far beyond Turkey. So this is about Togg, our company. So why are we here? So we are all surrounded by smart devices. They all have their own solutions in their subsystems, in their ecosystems. And you as a user, me as a user, we are not having the comfort of having a seamless connection to the next ecosystem. So they are disconnected, they are lacking of transparency, and they are also lacking of security. And we believe as Togg, we believe that the blockchain technology, smart contract, is a solution for this, and we are aiming for building this inter-mobility ecosystem, digitized asset transfer. So how do we do that? So first of all, end of 2020, so actually since October 2020, we have been looking for a technology partner for us. We have been going through all of those usual suspects, and we identified Avalanche as the one having the highest and the best technology in terms of safety, security, and also green way of generating the transactions. So, and that's why we have announced during the CES in Las Vegas in January 22 our strategic collaboration with Avalanche. And then we started with a German company, GFT, is one of the biggest software companies in Europe, together with them testing our first smart contracts. Already, our white paper was for the ITO already ready in the third quarter 2022, and because of the market situation, we already know we have been postponing this, but that is the message that we are ready, and at the end, we are also going to have our own token. The name of our token is also ready. It is token. So what else could it be? So we have started with Metaco, our custody wallet system, and this is something maybe what differs us from different applications. It's a bank level security on one side, because together with the IBM we are using this, and with Redefine's together we have been also checking our security. Our local Turkish fintech company Paysel is also one of the backbones in our operations, and Neva is the company where we call them as the new media artists, digital artists, bringing them all together. So you see that already we are prepared with our own collaboration system or our own small ecosystem to enter into this market. So what is the product then? I mean, if we are talking about use cases for the user, then we need to have, first of all, products and services, and the very first product is the so-called TrueMore wallet. You remember this TrueMore was the app where we were selling the pre-sales of our devices, and this is nothing else than a safe, secure, smart contract platform where we have our digitized asset to be stored. So then we have our in-house TrueMore marketplace, where we can also have our NFT as a marketplace. And last but not least, all the digitized assets we are talking about and we are thinking about, from the cryptocurrencies like AVAX to digital art, NFTs, and tabs can be transactioned there. So what does that mean for us? First of all, we have the option as a mobility company to serve you as users with an app which is working on a mobile. Means you do not need to have, or you do not need to own a digital device, digital intelligent car from Togg. So it is something you can download and use. So, and the second thing is, of course, our intelligent car, what we call the smart device, the T10X, and that one has already an app store, true store in the device, in this intelligent vehicle, where you can have all the applications already downloadable and enabling you the experience you need. So, and this is something which grows by time, which grows also with our ecosystem. So maybe it's worth spending here a few minutes on how do we build this ecosystem. First of all, as a user-centric company, we have been working with one of those top-notch design thinking companies of the world. It's a San Francisco-based company, and we have identified 350 use case scenario. And out of those 350 use case scenario, we have been working on the use cases where users think they have a novelty degree which is high, where they are ready to maybe even pay something. We even measured that willingness to pay side. And then we were looking to the fact that if there is a use case, if there is a willingness to pay, how do we materialize it? What kind of technologies we need? What kind of experience we need? So we came up with gamification, we came up with fintech, we came up with insurtech, we came up with all kinds of derivatives of artificial intelligence, and that led us to the fact that because they are not available in the corporate industries, they are not available in the classical automotive world, they led us to the startups world. So we scanned more than 700 in total startups, and right now we have with more than 22 of them already handshaken, with more than 40 of them we have kind of a collaboration, POCs, where most probably they will be ending also in handshakes, and this is how we are building up our mobility ecosystem. So, and the very first use case we started right before the earthquake we had in Turkey. So we are going to repeat because we stopped that because of the earthquake. This is the limited edition pre-sales of our smart devices. So because of the 100 years of anniversary of the Turkish Republic, in the year 2023, we have 2023 limited edition devices where people can acquire them. So we brought the digital artists of, actually of the world, I can say. And I didn't know that before we started that project, so many of them are Turkish origin. So we brought them together, and we have identified our NFTs and also the way how we can motivate the people to get the presets. And this is something where on one side we have the rarity effect, on the other side also something which is a lifelong remembrance and experience for the people. So, and that NFT auction will start now on 29th of October. So this is one of our first use cases. The second thing is, might be very simple. So many of us, if we are driving from A to B, if we are on vacation, we are buying some magnets, and most of them they are on our in our kitchen. You see them on the fridges, etc. So this is the origin of the idea. So every journey in our life is unique, and we would like to keep it unique, and we would like to have it also somewhere stored. So and this is the idea of that, and therefore the journey from A to B, by the way, we have patented that meanwhile, and this is working on an artificial intelligence-based and blockchain-based digital art, which takes the ingredients from the route you have been driving, from the distance, from the weather conditions, and even from the fact that what is available in the internet on that route regarding this route, which makes it really unique. So, and soon we are going to have them as NFTs also tradable in our own platform. So then the second thing is about the digital art mode. You remember I mentioned already the digital artist. We have been putting together to have the mobile digital art gallery experience in the moving mobile devices. So, and this is something which is maybe not for everyone, but for the lovers of and interested people of arts is a novelty. And we are using this, and this is something where we also believe that the future will be giving us here more and more collective value for our users. At the end, it's all about people. So it's not only our own team, and it's also with whom we do collaborate. So we are collaborating with the groups, with the universities, with the blockchain teams in our country, in the neighborhood together, and together with Plug and Play, we have been forming also a vertical where we are based in Turkey for smart cities, where we specifically also look into the blockchain competence and capability. Because at the end, fintech, blockchain, and insurtech, they are like one unique and unified expertise, so we are going to use them. So we are working with the POCs of the startups as well. So what is next? From our perspective, soon we are going to have what we call the nested NFT, which is a passport, which is like a health certificate of a device, and you will be having everything on that device stored, which is immutable, non-fungible, you cannot change it, and tells you about the history of that device, how well it was maintained and what has happened to that device in the past. Because when at the end it is a valuable device, and we all want to know the history about it. So this is what is going to come next. And then, of course, with the ecosystem together, what we are aiming to is that we are using on one side the clean energy, clean charging. By the way, our own company, Togg, is using 100% renewable energy resources, so clean charging. We are helping our drivers or motivating our users to be a good citizen in driving behavior, so they will be getting additional bonus and tokens for this. And then similarly, the consumption habits and also the preferences if it comes to clean energy habits, they all put together will form a lower carbon footprint. You can measure that. At the end, if you are soon asking for a smart device from Togg, you will get the carbon footprint certificate, and then we expect, if all the world is serious with the Green Deal and Green World and the green actions, that, for example, the financial companies start giving also a differential rate, a lower rate, even if it is a very small one, for financial leasing and loaning of those companies. So at the end, we are helping here also together with Avalanche, because we believe Avalanche is one of the most greenest blockchain technologies in this world, together with our token, that we can help there to contribute to the green world. So last but not least, what is next, again, is the loyalty exchange platform. So we have within our ecosystem the opportunity, the possibility to use lots of like miles and smiles, bonus monies, bonus points, and they can be all converted, connected together, and at the end also used either for charging or to convert for fiat money. And this is something where we are working on. This is unique, as far as we know, in the mobility world, to come up in the next years. Thank you. We have, unfortunately, 3 seconds left. So, any questions? Any hints? Thank you.